The room smelled of polished mahogany and quiet tension. Cameras hummed softly. I extended my hand to the new CEO. Pure muscle memory. Courtesy learned from surviving rooms like this. The chairman didn't even glance at me. He scoffed. I don't shake hands with low-level employees. Laughter rippled across the room. The kind that's rehearsed, paid for, expected. I held my hand a moment longer than necessary. Then I smiled. You just lost $0.5 billion. I said, calm as glass. I was ready to speak. This was instinct. This was closure. I used to believe in him. In us. We met when he was brilliant and hungry, when his suits were cheap, but his promises were priceless. He liked that I didn't flinch when he talked numbers. I liked that he listened when I talked strategy. Together, we built quietly. Trust, at first, is a slow architecture. The company came later. The title, the chairman's seat. Power reshaped him. He learned to look through people. I learned to watch. Betrayal didn't arrive with a scream. It came in patterns. A calendar suddenly locked. Calls taken in stairwells. A new CFO whose resume smelled of favors. I noticed margin shifts before anyone else. I noticed shell companies. My access thinning. Permissions revoked, one checkbox at a time. I didn't confront him. That's a mistake people make. Confusing shock with urgency. The proof came cold. An email forwarded by mistake. A side deal with a sovereign fund meant to collapse after a quarterly bump. Golden parachutes for men who never jumped without a net. My signature forged. My name positioned to take the fall. I closed the laptop. Poured a drink I didn't touch. Slept. In the morning, I began. I separated emotion from motion. I let him believe the story he told himself about my decline, my usefulness, my place. I played small because small goes unnoticed. I spoke less, listened more, mapped every dependency like a surgeon tracing veins. Legal first. Contingencies buried where arrogance never looks. Then I repositioned it, rerouted cash through instruments he no longer understood because he had stopped trying. I fed the right truths to the right ears. Auditors, regulators, partners who hated him quietly but loved profit loudly. I didn't move fast. I moved inevitable. When he announced a new CEO, the room applauded, my name pushed aside in support. I nodded at his laugh over my hand. I let the cameras capture my patience. That's the thing about power. You forget mirrors. $0.5 billion. He said, finally turning to me, laughing. He tried again. Failed. You're confused, he said. No, I replied. You're exposed. I spoke without notes. I always did. I laid it out in clean lines. The debt covenant he violated hiding losses offshore. The clause he never read. Change of control penalties triggered by the CEO swap. Letters filed. Partners briefed. Votes lined up. The room shifted temperature. You sold the future to pat a quarter, I continued. You tied it to my name because you thought I was small. You thought the cameras were for you. I looked into the lens, then back at him. I've been buying your shares for 18 months, I said, through trust you approved, through entities you shook hands with. Silence gets loud when it understands. The chairman's mouth opened and closed. He searched for allies, found contracts. Searched for authority, found process. Searched for me, found a problem he couldn't bully. Security shifted. Legal whispered. The new CEO stopped smiling. You don't shake hands with low-level employees, I said, finally lowering my arm. That's fine. You just shook hands with your replacement. The vote landed like a heartbeat. 1-2 enough. He stood, sad, trapped in a body that no longer obeyed him. Cameras rolled as the story rewrote itself. Afterward, in the quiet that follows collapse, I didn't feel triumph. I felt alignment, the relief of gravity restored. I walked past him. He didn't look up. Justice isn't loud. It doesn't need applause. It only needs time, and someone patient enough to let arrogance finish its own undoing. I took the seat at the head of the table. The wood was warm. The room finally smelled like work. And for the first time in a long while, my hand was empty, no longer waiting for permission to be seen.